What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk about something very exciting, anxiety recovery, all right? I'm going to be talking about one of the first signs, if not the first sign, that you are starting to recover. So you want to pay attention to this whole video. Watch all the way to the end. You're going to get some value because I'm going to give you some tips on how not to mess up such a good thing like recovery, especially when you're starting to get some of those first signs. We got to really put our foot on the gas. Let's finish this thing, right? So many of us start to have hope, start to make changes, start to see improvements, and then we mess it up. I don't want you guys to make all the same mistakes that I was making. So you know what time it is. Smash the like button down below if you're ready to kick anxiety in the butt. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know, does this apply to you? Are you in the first signs of recovery? I'm curious. Let's spread some good vibes in that comment section. Remember, guys, if you haven't taken advantage of Elite Anxiety Bootcamp, that is down below in the description and in the first pinned comment. The holidays are coming up, so Bootcamp 20 will save you $20 off that course. Please take advantage of this. Guys, it's changing lives already. It's my step-by-step blueprint on how to overcome anxiety. If you're tired of just managing and you're ready to recover, that course is going to help so many of you out there. So take advantage on this. Do not get left behind. Stop putting it off. Hopefully that code Bootcamp20 will help you get in, guys. So down to the video. Whenever I started to recover, one of the first things I noticed was that I was forgetting that I had anxiety sometimes. Just straight up forgetting. Now, in the beginning, whenever I was dealing with anxiety, and for years, I was always aware of my symptoms, what was going on in my body, everything inside and out, all of my thoughts. I was conscious of everything. Of course, I was hyper aware and sensitive to this stuff, which didn't help, right? But I never had a moment where I was like, oh, I forgot I had anxiety. At best, maybe I got distracted a couple times. But if you're able to start going hours and hours throughout the day, straight up just forgetting that you have anxiety, that is an amazing turning point, right? Be overly happy and gracious when you have these moments, right? And this is the tip. I don't want you to mess this up, okay? Because it's a great thing, right? It's a great thing to start forgetting that you have anxiety. It means that maybe recovery is starting for you. Then you're going to go days, right? It gets better. You go days with kind of forgetting that you have anxiety. And then one day you wake up and it's been 2 months and you're like, holy crap, I'm pretty much don't have this anymore. And don't get me wrong, recovery is gray. It's not black and white. You can't really put boundaries on it. You can't force it. It takes time, right? It's gradual, very slow process. It takes time to rewire. So be patient, but be consistent and follow strategy. But oh my God, whenever you start stringing days together and then it turns into weeks and months, it is an amazing accomplishment. So the very first sign is just having, let's say a few hours a day where you're completely forgetting that you have anxiety. That's amazing. But here's the thing. We mess that up because whenever we remember that we have anxiety or we notice, right? Because in the beginning we start noticing it. We're like, oh man, I'm realizing that I haven't been anxious for a few hours. God, this is weird. You almost sabotage yourself, right? Some of you feel weird to feel normal, right? Or you feel weird to be at peace. And it's unsettling, right? So some of you are struggling with that. You sabotage yourself, the symptoms come back. Or you're sitting there thinking like, well, this is great, right? I'm not having symptoms. I'm not stressed right now. But when are they going to come back? When are they going to come back? And you write your own story. Guess what? The symptoms come back. Sometimes quickly or, within an hour or so, the symptoms come back. We have to stop worrying about that. Now, part of recovery, we've already talked about it, is you got to be excited about recovery. You have to challenge the symptoms. You have to see anxiety as an opportunity. You have to tell these things to come on and bring it on. That's the attitude you actually have to fully overcome anxiety, and that's what I go over in my course. But, these little moments, you have to learn to be very thankful and very gracious for them. So when you're not having symptoms or whenever you realize that you forgot that you had anxiety, be super happy and show your subconscious that you want more of this. Tell your subconscious straight up, and you can say it out loud. Saying things out loud help me. Thank you, subconscious, for giving me some peace. I really, really appreciate that. I don't expect you to be fully healed or anything, but thank you so much. I had some moments where I acted overly gracious, overly excited, that I didn't have anxiety even for a few hours, that certain symptoms never showed up again. And I'm going to save that for a separate video because there's a major occurrence of this where I had a symptom for 3 months, finally got a little bit of comfort scheduling an appointment. I was super freaking happy about it, and I made it into such a big deal that it never came back. So this can work for you. It just, a lot of you, whenever you're not dealing with symptoms, or once you remember that you have anxiety, you're now wondering when is it going to come back, or you're unsettled with feeling at peace. So don't sabotage yourself in these moments. That would be my best advice to you guys. But yes, one of the first signs of recovery is whenever you have these moments where you totally forget that you have anxiety or that you deal with symptoms, right? And that's an amazing place to be, because it means you're not in constant 24/7 fear or even symptoms. So if you're there, remember to leave me a comment down below. So if you watched to this point in the video, I want you to go down below in the comment section, and I want you in all caps to write, "I have the power to overcome anxiety." I have the power to overcome anxiety. That is an amazing positive affirmation that I would use all the time. I want you to spread that positivity down below in the comments, okay? So I'm so thankful that you watched. Remember, guys, take advantage of that course. Bootcamp 20 is going to save you $20. If you're interested in coaching with me, guys, that information is in the description as well. Also, if you've never tried therapy, the link is always going to be there for you to try online therapy. That way you don't actually have to go to therapy. It's a lot more convenient, especially dealing with the the pandemic and everything. So be sure to check out the description. My tips are also there. Again, like this video if you got value. Please leave a like. Likes help me. So I really, really appreciate those of you that have been liking the video. Also, subscribe if you're new. If this is the first video that you've seen of mine, I've got hundreds of these, right? So be sure to subscribe, hit the bell so you can get updates when I put these videos out. I love you all, guys. Keep fighting, and I will talk to you very, very soon. Thanks a lot.